Well, back here at Oulton Park, and it's Triumph Triple Challenge time again with Mark Cheetham, Lance Kerry, Mark Kringle and David Jones on the front row. But, well, could be a few gamblers out there. The weather conditions are a little bit iffy, so tyre choice is going to be ultra important. A huge sigh there from David Jones. Right, eyes down for a full house. Who's riding on what, and will the weather conditions remain kind to the Triumphs? Off they go. Scott Rowbottom, a wonderful start there, absolutely yelping through from that second row of the grid, and down they come from Old Hall and the Avenue into Cascades. Tim Venables there, great start up into third place already, and there we see Ralph Turco and Josh Wainwright making very good progress, doing two of them around Cascades. But as in the earlier race, at the moment, it's number 15, Mark Cheetham, out the front. Tim Venables slips through into second place at the hairpin. Now the steep drive up the hill, negotiating the Britain chicane, and then over hilltop. And once more down towards us. Tim Venables there in second, and look at that, that's Ben Cater. Ben Cater up into third. As we look further back down, there's Rhys Rothwell turning into the chicane, just being pursued hard by Ralph Turco. And Jack Sim, well, Jack, what are you doing back there? I reckon Jack may not be on the right tyres for these conditions. It's looking a little more slippery as the lap goes on. But what a performance this. Great start, and here comes Ben Cater. Ben, what's he have for lunch? He's up the inside and he takes the lead at Druids. There, Ralph Turco finished second of the TTG Cup runners earlier, and looking for more of the same now as, well, Mark Kringle getting outbraked there on the run down to Old Tour. I reckon there's more than one of these riders who've maybe picked the wrong rubber for the track conditions. And up front, Mark Cheetham, a little more cool, calm, collected. He's got back to the front ahead of Ben Cater and Tim Venables. There we see Scott Rowbottom, who made that good start, but he's chasing hard after Josh Wainwright. Josh having an absolute stormer this time round. Further back, Richard Green there, up from the hairpin. Ben Cater, well, this so far almost ride of the season from him, but David Jones through into the chicane. Last of the late breakers there, so whatever he's got in his boots, he feels fairly certain. You can see more and more rain coming down, but Cheetham it is still from Ben Cater. Look up into third now goes Josh Wainwright, and Scotty Rowbottom trying to go around the outside of Tim Venables, and there David Jones keeping a watching brief as they go up from Deer Leap to the start finish line. Oh, and now the wind really driving this rain across as they come down from Old Hall into Cascades, and it'll be straight into their faces now as they run along Lakeside and down towards Island Bend. This is going to get very uncomfortable indeed, but well, Mark Cheetham, local lad, so he's used to the conditions. Fantastic though, not local, but seemingly he just doesn't care about the conditions. Josh Wainwright up into a good second place, and Scott Rowbottom there ahead of Tim Venables. They're running in fourth and fifth, and further back Toby Glenn. Toby having a good battle there with Tom Fisher, two of the Michelin Young Guns. They're chasing Ralph Turco up towards Hilltop as the leaders come over the brow. Ben Cater in third. Tim Venables having this superb battle with Scott Rowbottom. Scotty's going to outbreak him once again into his, and he just gets away with that, keeps it all upright. Fantastic battle there for fourth and fifth, but up the front, it's all about the amazing chase. Josh Wainwright, and he's got past Mark Cheetham. This is a fantastic ride from young Josh. He seemingly cares less about these slippery conditions. Josh Wainwright then assumes the lead from Mark Cheetham and Ben Cater. Still this brilliant ride by Ben as well. And Mark Cheetham and Ben Cater, 1 and 2 in the TTG Cup at the moment. There's Tim Venables, second of the Michelin Young Guns, running in fourth place. Now, seems to have a bit of a gap back to Scott Rowbottom at the moment, as Tim Venables, as we see Paul Hughes there, being followed by Ricky Chadwick. Ricky, who won the inaugural TGG Cup. That was last season, of course. Twitching there up the hill, but not twitching at all. Number 55, Josh Wainwright. Oh, goodness me, he does look comfortable. Well, Ben Cater, I'll tell you what, he's catching Mark Cheetham. And Reece Rothwell there, running a little wide at the hairpin, but maybe gives him a better line around, trying to get round Scott Rowbottom. We'll see what happens as they come over Hilltop. Josh Wainwright through, then Ben Cater. This is a fantastic performance. Ben outbreaking Mark Cheetham into the chicane. The two of them battling over the TDG Cup lead in this race. So Ben Cater's got it at the moment from Mark Cheetham. And there we see Tom Fisher and Ralph Turco. There's Toby Glenn and Ricky Chadwick. Ricky, well, not had such a good season, picked up some nasty injuries earlier on this year, and not quite back up to speed since then, but up to speed. And with about a quarter of a lap to go, it is Josh Wainwright. Josh, a long leisurely look over the shoulder there. Yes, you've done it, Josh. Fantastic performance by Josh Wainwright. Yes, and he knows it. And I tell you what, an equally good one from Ben Cater. Yes. Oh, Ben, you'll have to nail his mouth down to stop him smiling after this. Lovely stuff from the two of them. I tell you what, just couldn't be more equally pleased. Josh Wainwright then, the overall win from Ben Cater. Mark Cheetham third, Tim Venables fourth, Shane Pearson an excellent fifth place, and Scott Rowbottom finished sixth. Well, there we see Josh Wainwright. The conditions, nothing to him. Screamed through the pack. Good win. And the win in the Michelin Young Guns from Tim Venables, Shane Pearson, Scott Rowbottom, Mark Pringle, and our camera bike, David Jones. And there we see a very happy Josh Wainwright. Good win from Tim Venables and Shane Pearson.